I'm Slater Kirkland in New York City with your latest news from WKTZ at the top of the hour. For the second day in a row, news of the disappearance of superheroes such as the Avengers and Fantastic Four still tops the news reporting. Still, with no official statements about their disappearance, many confidential sources have come forward to claim that they have indeed disappeared. As expected, crime has seen an increase with these reports, forcing those heroes that remain, such as Daredevil, Heroes for Hire, and a lesser-known group that goes by the moniker of the Defenders, working overtime in their absence. In other news, the Pentagon has confirmed that there was an engagement outside of Dallas, but denies that it was between the Army and aliens, and are stating it was just an unidentified domestic threat. When asked if the silver robot seen on the scene was working with the Army, they simply refused to comment. A little closer to home, Chief Micah Sin, the chief of the Kingeorge tribe, a tribe that are the descendants of colonial British explorers that became trapped in a remote valley on Mount Suruba in East Africa, has been checked into a mental health facility for care and evaluation. As many may recall, the tribe was recently discovered living in a remote valley, having evolved into a unique culture all of their own. After the discovery of Micah and his tribesmen, they were brought to New York, where there were plans to reintroduce them to modern society, a plan that was widely panned by experts at the time. And that's all from WKTZ's News at the Top of the Hour with me, Slater Kirkland.
Hey everybody, and welcome to episode number 2 of Saturday Morning Superheroes, a classic Marvel superheroes role-playing set. I'm trying to ignore Will and what he's doing. That's the Batusi. That's DC.
That doesn't matter. It's still cool.
That's canon. DC canon.
That's debatable.
Oh,
Thank you.
That show and that movie were awesome. I don't care what anybody says.
Shark repellent.
It was fucking hysterical.
Yes.
Some days you just can't get rid of a bomb. Anyway, I'm Adam. I'm playing the mutant Gabriel Pine, a.k.a. Squall, although we haven't seen or heard of his superhero name yet.
No, it hasn't come up yet, has it?
No,
we haven't done anything super yet.
You flew to the top of a building. That's pretty super in my book.
True, but that was the first time. That was the first time we saw that power.
Now, we did see... Well, hold on. Let's finish with the introductions.
Yeah. Okay, thanks. Stepping all over my line, man.
I know, right?
God, who's this guy? Anyway, I'm Kemchan Merja. I play... yes, Master of the Batusi. I play mental. Oh, his real name. What was his real name again?
Jackson.
Jackson. Right. Jackson Briggs.
This is why Will stepped over your line.
That's what he's supposed to do. He's supposed to be able to turn to me and go, line. And they go, here you go. Hi, I'm Will DM. I'm the judge for this here game. See, you got me trying to want to talk in a particular accent. I almost said something.
You just yelled out. All right. There's a difference between particular accent and just yelling out "hee-haw" for no reason. Like
That's true.
Like that's like a Tourette's-like tick. That's not an accent.
Anyway, so yeah, I'm Will DM. I'm the judge, and this here is we're playing. This is Saturday Morning Superheroes, and where we play Marvel superheroes, the classic Marvel superheroes from the 1980s by TSR. That's right. Either you guys know what the TSR stood for?
Total sucking rocks. Totally sucking rocks.
Tactical. Fuck. And this is. I was hoping somebody would.
Tactical. It is where your Tourette's come out.
Tactical simulation. No. We'll look it up and we'll get back to you.
Oh, wow.
Oh, so this was an actual question.
Great
This
trivia.
wasn't.
Yeah, I forgot.
You weren't
Here.
quizzing us.
No, the reason I was asking is because I was
So you
about
can
to
come up with
say.
anything at this point. You'd be like,
Right.
yeah, that sounds.
Well, because what I was going to do is like, well, TSR stands for, and then I was like, fuck, I
I
can't
don't know what
remember.
it stands for.
Let's ask the guys. Anyway,
Nice
So-
cover, Grandpa.
right? Oh God, my 30s were not good to me. That's all I got to say.
That sounds like they were really good, actually.
If I could remember
Yeah,
them,
they were good at the time.
yeah. Oh God, I have impressions that they were really great, but yeah. So we're playing the classic Marvel, and this game is set in 1985 New York City, and it's kind of centered in Alphabet City, but we're gonna probably go to a lot more.
Yeah,
places
we're
than
going
just
all
that.
over. This is the Big Apple, the greatest city in the world. You can't just stay in
Yes.
one little area.
And this is the Marvel Universe, although, and I will probably preface this at the beginning of each one to cut down on the fanboys attacking. This is the universe 6.617. We're one zip code over from 616, which is how they came up with that. I don't know. I've never read that anywhere, but that's like the
Put it in the chat if you know.
Yeah, no doubt. Put it in there
Learn
if
us
you know how they
something.
came up with that 616, or if you know what TSR actually stands for.
Yeah,
Before
put
we
that
look it up.
Before we look it up.
Tactical studies rules.
That's it. Tactical. The studies part is what got me. I couldn't remember. I wanted to stay. Yeah.
Simulation.
So-
Didn't study? Did study?
Something. I didn't want to say studies. While I am going to try and keep it close to what was happening in the Marvel Universe at that time in 1985, I actually go through and I do research on the books that are released.
That must be tough to do.
Actually not.
Reading
Through
comics
You know
all
what?
day.
I'm joking.
Oh, I see what you're saying. You're making joke. Okay. Anyway, so it will be as close as possible, although there will be some variations to it. But like I said, just keep in mind we're an alternate universe. So there you go. So where did we leave off, guys? Where was the last episode?
We were on the roof. We're on the roof.
We were looking for
this-
missing mutants.
Looking for the missing mutants. We found out that there is a humming sound preceding every missing mutant, apparently.
So whatever takes them. It seems to be really strong. Burst through a door with like a reinforced wood
Right.
lock or whatever you call it. Dragging out. And there was a pretty tough mutant. Her name was something. And
Wanda.
Right, the two mutants that
Wanda.
are missing.
yeah, and she could like turn into like not just turn into metal, but also create like swords or other
Did
metal
you actually
things.
just say swords?
I did it purposely, yes.
Okay, good.
Hammers.
Hammers and swords.
Hammers and swords. And
the bees.
and she still got taken out pretty easily, it looked like.
Yeah, exactly. And basically what it was is that you'd found out some of this information from Darian,
Right,
right?
who was another
Who's one
Darian
of the
Laird, who's another homeless mutant, or so he claims.
so he claims.
There's some mystery behind him, though. I found out while talking to him. So he claims that when he when he hulks out, essentially, he doesn't remember things. He's like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, perhaps. That's what I think.
That's what he
Although Jackson Briggs, who's known him longer, thinks he's harmless.
Yeah. Jackson said he's cool.
Yeah,
Don't
he's
worry
just a scared kid, homeless, doesn't know anything about his mutant power, really, or at least he doesn't let on like he knows anything about it.
Gotcha. All right, so so that's what you guys found out. You talked to a drug lord, local drug lord by the name of Rico, and he corroborated the humming sound thing.
Right.
And also added a little bit of extra information saying that it's usually comes from up above. That's where you guys were like, aha. So being the good stand-up citizen mutant types that you are, by the way, Adam has a balls nasty sweet t-shirt on. Show him your t-shirt.
Oh,
Adam. Remember those?
no
the
way.
Mutant. Yeah, Muty. So
nice. Where'd you find that?
Amazon.
Oh,
Amazon,
really?
if you'd like to be a sponsor, we'd love to have you. Yeah. It was from China, but
who cares?
it's not officially licensed.
It ain't written in Chinese, so I'm down. Not that I have anything against that. I just can't read it.
I thought it fit with the evening.
So you had basically, after talking with Rico, you guys are like, and it was more Jackson that was really leading this. He's like, we got to find out. We got to find out what's going on here because we've got these mutants and they're kids on top of that are disappearing. So you guys decided what you were going to do is you're going to do a stakeout, which makes sense because Jackson used to be a cop.
Right.
So you guys flew up to the top of one of the buildings around here, and you were just going to
puking the whole way up.
Yes.
At least I was.
Yeah.
At least Jackson was.
But it's a side effect of going up in the whirlwind that is the powers of good old Gabe.
You know what? I was describing this to a friend of mine, and he was just like, to the outsider, that must have been amazing. Here, all of a sudden, this whirlwind appears out of nowhere in this alley, puking the entire way, just vomit spewing everywhere.
I can totally see it too because you're the way. Correct me if I'm wrong on this, but the way Gabe's power Squall when he does it, it's like a whirlwind, right?
Yeah.
So basically, we've got Jackson in there going like this.
Yeah.
Right.
So he's throwing up, and it's just spraying around.
As I go up.
Yeah.
I'm ascending as I.
Oh, that's pretty awesome. Okay, so what I'm going to do is we're going to open up with a different scene.
Okay.
So at the opening of our show here, just imagine that you're seeing a black screen, completely black. And in the background, while you see nothing, you hear like machinery of some sort, but it's muffled machinery. And you hear a slight heavy breathing and like somebody fumbling around, moving. And the blackness, you realize as somebody's eyes starting to open. You're looking through somebody's eyes who happens to be laying on their side. And as the eyes open, and just for a split second, you see machinery and people in yellow. And then they close and they open up again for a split second and close. And we see some more of the people in yellow uniforms, yellow like hot helmets on their head moving around. And then the eyes open up some more, and this time they stay open. And what we see now from this person laying on their side, they appear to be inside a bare cell. The floor is steel or some sort of metal of some sort, highly polished. And you can tell from the reflection that they're like encased in some sort of like either it's like a glass wall or probably some sort of high intensity plastic. And you can see the reflections of this girl laying on her side. She's got these kind of like ratty dreads that are kind of like hanging down in front of her face a little bit. And she's about 17. Now next to her, out of her vision, but it's now coming into her vision as he notices that she's awake, is a scrawny, small, dark, messed up haired, like 15-year-old. And he like leans down in front of her vision. He says, Wanda, you up right now? You awake? And he waits for a couple of seconds and she doesn't really respond. She looks a little bit over towards him and then puts her head back down and looks away. You're getting the impression that she's not doing so hot. And this other, the 15-year-old boy, he goes over towards where the plastic is, where you can see their reflections faintly in there, and he puts his hands up against it. He's looking through and he's looking to the other side where you see all types of like real high-tech machinery, and you can hear the whirl of like computers and air conditioning and what have you. And there's a number of these men, all in yellow. They have yellow pot helms on with like a mesh for their visor where they would look out of, yellow gloves, yellow boots. They like yellow, and they're going about their business, and they're like looking at it looks like a scene out of some sort of movie where the scientists are working in the laboratory, except all the scientists, instead of having these white lab coats, are all dressed in this yellow. And the kid that went up to the glass and was looking around, he turns around and looks back at Wanda, don't you worry. I'm gonna get us out of here. I think I've got a plan. I don't think that glass stuff that came down goes all the way to the ground. If I try really hard, and I shrink really hard, there's a seam right here. I've never gotten that small before, but maybe I can try. Maybe I can shrink down. And you can see like her head lifts up a little bit, and she like her hand reaches out a little bit to I don't know, either like tell him something or whatever, but she obviously doesn't have the strength for it, and her hand goes back down to the floor, and he goes, don't worry, I can do this. It'll be all right. That guy that was in the cell next to us, they took him out of here, and he was screaming the whole way, and who knows what the hell they're doing to that guy, and we got to get out of here. And just as soon as he says that, he starts shrinking. He's already a small guy, but he was still a regular size 15-year-old. And he shrinks down, and he shrinks to like the size of a 10-year-old, the size of an 8-year-old, a 5-year-old, a 3-year-old. Then he's way past that. He's going down into like action figure size and what have you. And when he gets to right around action figure size, you can see that his shrinking was really fast as he was originally shrinking. But once he got down into that smaller size, it really started slowing down. And even though he's really small, you can see him like holding his fists together. He's like got his eyes closed. He's like concentrating. He's like, and it, ever so slowly, still shrinking. And then there's a like an alarm. Then you see red lights. You're assuming probably from like roller lights, just like you would see on a car, a cop car or whatnot, start rolling inside the cell where they're at. And you see all the guys in the yellow suits. They don't seem overly concerned, but they all stop what they're doing. They turn and they're watching. You can see all of them looking into the cell as these jets of green gas get sprayed into the cell. And you see pretty much within seconds the little person, the shrinking down guy, wobbles and then falls over. And then as he falls over, he starts growing back to his normal form. And as he's growing back to his normal form, just like how we started the scene with the eyes blinking to come open, they start blinking to close, and then they close, and we go back to black. A couple of heartbeats later, we're on top of a roof in Alphabet City with Jackson wiping the imaginary, because he still thinks he's got puke on his chin, even though he's
Oh,
got
it's
all
all caked in.
Yeah. And he's sitting there on the roof next to Gabe. Got some hamburger wrappers around him. And they're both looking up into the night sky. But, you're in New York, so I'm assuming it's not that dark. I mean, there's lights all over the damn place. Yeah. So you're looking up into the night sky, and you're hearing a... What are you guys going to do?
So we both hear it?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Without a doubt.
Shit.
All right. Relax. Are we? Is there like anything? Are we in like an enclosure or just like on the roof?
And I just put the map
Shutterstock,
out
if you'd
there.
like to be a sponsor.
Yeah, you can't really get me for like using your stuff if I'm advertising it all over it, right? Because I saw this rooftop because I wanted a top down, and it was surprisingly hard to find some good top down images of roofs.
Oh, okay.
And I'm sure there's much more out there that I can eventually find. But for right now, the wonderful people at Shutterstock, we thank you for allowing us to use this. And if you ever need any visual aids to help you out, go to Shutterstock. They've got a lot of great stuff for download at affordable prices.
That's Shutterstock.com.
There you go. See? It's all good. Okay, so there's the top of the building. Okay. Now, where you guys are, as you can see, like over here on this side, it's open,
Right.
Right.
And so you could be sitting in there with your backs against the wall. It's kind of enclosed on two sides, but you could definitely like be sitting down in there because here is like a room. And like over here, I don't know if you see that, there's that door where you guys would go in periodically to warm up. And then you'd come back out and what have you. So, there, you guys are up there on the roof. You're hearing the humming. Now it's dark all around you except for the top of the building, correct? Right. Okay. I'm going to reveal some more stuff, not because of anything in particular, but just because it's a daytime here in this picture. But just imagine that it's night.
Right. Okay.
So, and that includes you at home watching.
Imagine, if you will.
And there's part of it I'm not going to reveal quite yet. And what we're going to say is that there's a building like right over here that kind of like cuts your view out from over there. And that's where you're hearing it coming from.
Should I go
I stand up.
check that out?
I stand up. I'm already up. I'm already up and looking around.
I'm putting the bandana around my face. I've got the hoodie and the members only jacket over the hoodie because it's cold, zipped up, and I put the.
You probably had the hoodie. You probably had the hoodie up anyway.
Yeah,
because besides being on top of a building in January, it started to give that ever so fine of a mist. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. It was it was like seconds before you heard the humming. This mist started coming in, and you could see the clouds starting to come in and block out some stuff. So some bad weather's rolling in.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna move to the side of the roof where the sound is coming from. You said it's coming from the building next to us, right?
Yeah, over on this side over
this
here.
Dark area over here.
Yeah. I need to change my color so that my pings you can see them better. Oops.
Yeah, I can't see.
Yeah, right over there. Right over there.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. Okay.
So should I move my icon?
You can go ahead and move it. You can move 10 squares, that's still a lot.
10 squares.
Okay.
That's still a lot. But compared to the souped up mutant that is Squall, you don't move nearly as fast as that guy does.
Right.
And this is one of the things too that a lot of people, when you're first getting into it, like a ranking of good is really good. Excellent is basically Olympic level of performance. Okay. Now, Gabe's endurance is remarkable. So you can see the difference. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
So and we were saying before about how you can tell that Gabe is a pretty badass fighter. His fighting is incredible. So he's two ranks beyond the best Olympic level like judo dudes.
They actually create pay-per-view TV based on my fighting. Because they're not going to put that on Channel 4.
Right.
Is that what it is?
That's what happened.
Okay, so there you go. So you go running up there. Now, this is the top of the roof. This is like a little bit of a building, and you can totally be up on top of that.
How high is it from the one level to the other level?
And there's a ladder like right here for you to be able to get up
I don't
onto
need a
it.
ladder.
Yeah, you
but
know.
I'm just saying, how high is it? Like from like this part?
10 feet. 10 feet.
This part's 10 feet? All right, that makes sense. Okay. I'm going to lift off the ground.
Okay.
Stay where I am, though. And I want to get maybe just... Maybe about... I'll do 10 feet off of the ground here, just so I can get a better look.
Okay. Okay. And as you're there, okay, that humming's getting louder. And basically...
Because I'm assuming it's coming from the sky.
Yes, and basically it comes around the corner of this building that's in the way, and you see it just starting to. And I'm going to let you guys see it now. It's like a flying platform.
Oh, okay.
I
see it there?
Expect that, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a flying platform, and on this platform are those dudes in yellow. And with those dudes in yellow, here, and for everybody at home, let's go ahead. Now, I'm assuming...
I've got him close up already.
Oh, you got him close up? Okay.
Yeah, I need to do that.
Okay. And then there's a robot with them.
Oh, that's the guy in the middle. Okay.
Yeah. And they're flying, and you can see that this guy up here in the front, the guy that I was monkeying around with, this dude right here, he's got like some sort of like mechanical device in his hand, you know, like one of the tricorders sort of things, like boop, 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 boop. And like he's looking up and he's pointing towards your building. Now, these other dudes, the other guys in yellow, all have weapons with them. Okay. And as they come into sight, we're going to have to roll some initiative.
Okay.
So they're hostile.
Well,
so you're
maybe.
saying they're hostile.
they might be. And for all those who don't know who and what these guys are, this is AIM.
Right.
What was AIM? I don't remember AIM.
Advanced Idea Mechanics.
Yes.
All right. Well, don't tell me too much because I'm learning this through the story.
Yes.
Okay.
So I roll initiative because mine is higher, right?
Yes. So
I didn't click on my dude, but I got a 13.
And they got a 1, and you guys got a 13. You just go after Squall because he's got the higher of you guys. Boom. Okay. So you guys.
Although as we go back and forth, I don't mind switching it up if we want to do it that way.
Yeah. All right. So this thing flies into sight, and that one dude is like pointing over towards your building. You're assuming maybe even pointing at you guys. You don't know.
I'm assuming that.
All right. Yeah, I'm assuming that. So, what are you doing? What is Squall doing?
I want to come and try to like this. This is just like a flying disc. Like how thick is it?
It's like it's not very thick at the bottom at all. It's less than even a foot thick at the bottom.
Because I'd like to try to sort of swoop around it and try to like get it off balance so maybe it just crashes.
You can totally fly over there. You've got the amount of airspeed, so whoom, you fly right over it. So what you're looking to do is you're looking to use your air to push the thing and
I want to like sort of
destabilize
knock it. Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so basically that would be your air whatchamacallit?
The air animation.
Yes, it would be that. The less of your two powerful ones.
Right.
So it is at a excellent, right? Yes. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. This thing here is kind of heavy. So what we're going to say is that the feat intensity you're going to be going up against is going to be a excellent. So it's going to be straight up. It's not going to be easy, but it's not going to be overly hard either, if this makes sense. Now, if you can see around the outside, but you see that like kind of like green displacement stuff, that like smoke stuff coming off of it there. Can you see that? Your character's like right over one of them. Your image.
Yes.
Okay. You can see,
yeah, I see that.
it's like energy coming off the bottom of it that's kind of like coming off in waves. Right. But you can see it. So it's like
that's
visible
kind of
green.
what I want like, because I'm assuming that's sort of stabilizing and moving it.
That's a good assumption.
Yeah, so that's what I want to blast. To try to just, fuck up their
ride.
Internal combustion.
Yeah. So if you guys ever kill somebody, you're going to lose all your karma.
Right.
Now by somebody, we're talking anybody?
Yes.
Because anybody. How high up are we that I'm fucking with these guys' flying machine?
There you go. Now you know. Even bad
this
guys.
Flying disc apparently with no safety rails
and no seatbelts.
You guys are superheroes. You're not supposed to kill people.
No.
So if anybody dies by your hand, you lose your karma.
Yeah.
Okay.
So again, how high up are we?
I don't know. Tell me, how high are the buildings around in this area? Because it's you picked one that was pretty high so that you could have the best vantage.
Right. There are pretty tall apartment buildings, if I remember correctly, around there.
So
I would say at least like at minimum would be 10 stories.
10 stories, right? I'm thinking.
Yeah. So let's put it this way: far enough that one of these yellow guys that fell off of there probably go splat.
Right.
Because they've got less. Well, I'm not going to say that. Never mind. So, all right. So basically what you need to do now is you're going to roll on your
I rolled 76. It's a yellow. First into yellow.
Excellent. Okay. So you affected it. That's basically what you needed to do, because it's the same color as yours. You needed a yellow. Okay. If it had been
just got into yellow.
Okay, so then you just did it. So what you did is you go up there and you go and you do your wind gust.
Well, actually, I'm second box into yellow, but still pretty.
And it does send it spinning.
Yeah.
Now let's see which direction it's going to spin. Is it going to spin towards the building behind it? Is it going to spin over this way? Let's just see. And I'm just going to do a D4.
Oops. Now I'm going to have to try to stop it from hitting the building.
I'm like,
okay, what did I roll?
3.
A 3. 1, 2. It's spinning back towards the building behind it. So it's going this route. It's going over here.
I'm on the roof going, what are you doing?
I don't know!
And as you fly up, you can hear the guys talking. They're all like,
oh my God, that guy. Oh, hold on, guys. Oh, yeah, this is going away.
I'm sorry, I'm enjoying that way too much.
No, that's exactly what you're supposed to.
Dude, that was...
One of the guys in the back is like,
can we shoot him? Can we shoot him? No, don't shoot him. Use the gas.
Okay, so they're like kind of like, but you did notice as it starts to spin. Here, I'm going to move your guy a little bit so that it can grab the whole thing here. Woo, it's spinning now.
Nice. Okay.
So, and you're like right here still, and you're like, yeah, boom, and you're like,
and then I realize where it's going, and I'm like, oh shit!
And I was like, what are you doing?
and aside from killing people, you get karma loss for property damage too.
Sure. Oh, that's gonna be big for you.
Yeah. So,
let's just hope this thing isn't too much more than 500 pounds. I'm sure it is.
Because
it's going to be hard for me to stop, but I might be able to.
Well, depending on your color, because it's got the reason you were so able to throw it off is because it's floating on basically maybe like some sort of like magnetic cushion or something. You don't know, sure. But as you hit that and they start spinning, you notice these guys that are on there, they're kind of swaying, but it doesn't look like their feet are moving at all.
Okay.
Almost as if they're stuck to the floor.
Okay.
Just saying. Okay.
Magnetic boots.
There you go. So what's mental doing?
Mental's freaking out. Mental's seeing this kid fly up there with a whirlwind underneath him.
Yeah, because you didn't
shoot
actually
out
see it last time. You were in the middle
Right,
of it.
right, that's right. I actually see it from the outside. And then he basically, with air, pushes the platform to spin. And I'm like, oh, okay. Stop. All right, I'm trying to signal him to pull him this way. I'm trying to get
Excellent.
him to
So
pull him
basically,
this way.
Mental's on the roof going, not that way, this way.
Basically, yeah.
Okay, cool.
What are you doing? No, this way.
I don't know how to drive this thing.
Excellent. And I forgot. We got to
call what we're supposed to do before
We're supposed to call. So we didn't do it for this round, but we'll do it on the next round. So, okay, so it is the...
Well, I definitely fucked up the bad guy's plan.
You did.
Yep.
It's the bad guy's plan. And what's going to happen here is this guy right here, okay, and these two guys over here at the front, they raise their guns. And this guy that's like on the edge, that's closer, he shoots at Squall. And what he does is, it's not energy that comes out, it's a jet of green gas.
But now, this is
But aren't they spinning?
Yes.
So
this is going to add. This is going to add to how things are going.
It's got to
And
be harder for them to.
They're shooting these two guys at the front. They're shooting something over towards Mental. And what happens is when they raise their guns, it goes, doo, doo, and you see these canisters go over, and they're like trying to shoot these canisters over onto the rooftop.
Right.
Now,
Yeah.
considering these are spinning, if they don't have like Deadeye Dick aim here, who
Yeah,
knows
that
where
is
these
shooting
canisters
through
are
the
going to
mesh.
go, though, right?
They're
Yes.
aiming through mesh, right?
as
The
they're
visors.
spinning.
So let's see here. I gotta. Do they have? I need to look at their. Ooh, they do have guns as a talent, of course. They do. Okay, so here we go. We're gonna do the first guy shooting his gas gun at Squall. Let's see what's gonna happen here. Okay, he got that's a pretty high. But let's see, because he's spinning, I should give him. You know what? Hold on. I'm doing this on the fly here. So I'm going to drop him two column shifts. So let me re-roll. Wow. Okay. So I dropped him to 2 column shifts for the thing spinning. And he got a yellow 91. So basically, this guy is Deadeye Dick. So he's all like, yeah, buddy.
Okay.
And he just waits as they're spinning. He just waits till the revolution comes back around, and then he shoots. Now let's roll for the guy shooting the canisters over at Mental. So the first one's going to shoot. He gets a green 70. Oh, these guys are pretty good. And the second guy misses. This other canister goes streaking off into the distance, into the night, into the city
We
somewhere.
can't be held responsible.
This other canister comes and it falls down right there, like right next to.
Right next to him.
Yeah, it's like 10 feet away from you, but it's just like a tear gas grenade.
Right.
It comes and it hits and it starts spinning, and this gas starts going out into the cloud. Okay, so now we'll go ahead and we'll roll Inish. But before we roll Inish, what are you guys doing?
Well, with this thing smoking and spinning, I drop to the ground.
Okay.
Try to make my way to like the edge somewhere, so I could just find some way to navigate away from this thing.
So like maybe go over
here.
here to the I was
Yeah.
just thinking towards
Like
the edge
drop
and maybe
down
drop
to the-
down.
And drop down, yeah, exactly.
That'd be smart because the gas is going to rise.
Right.
So there we go. Okay.
So
And
can I do that? Can I just move them? Move
Well,
them?
wait, we gotta.
Yeah,
Oh,
we're
right.
going to roll. Yeah, so
Sorry.
that's what you're
But you
doing.
can-
What's
yeah,
That's
you'll
what
move first.
okay?
yeah.
What's Squall going to do?
I'm gonna fly underneath this thing to this side,
Mm-hmm.
and then grab on and use my whirlwind power to push it the other way as if I'm carrying something. So
500 pounds is your max
it was
push.
well.
Well, you could do more.
Each additional 500. So I can do 500 pounds with no problem. Each additional 500 pounds decreasing the whirlwind speed by 1 CS.
Okay, so
passengers are not battered by the high winds, but are safe. Well, yeah. So
okay, so basically, what we're going to do is you will get, because this is going to be over the amount, so
Right.
you'll get -1 CS on your roll. So that means you'll be rolling on incredible instead of amazing, because that's what your rolling is. Okay.
got it.
All right. These guys on here, one guy who's flying the thing is attempting to regain control and move it in towards the rooftop. One of the other guys
So I
is
hope they go first, and then I can help them just slam it into the side,
Yeah.
right into the corner over there.
and another guy is going to shoot another canister at good old Mental there, and then two guys now are going to shoot their gas guns out at Squall. Okay, so that's everything that's going to happen. So now we're going to roll an ish.
All right, you roll.
All right, so I roll.
You're going to beat them. They got a 2.
Should I do it?
Yep.
Should
Yeah.
I bother?
Yeah, do it, because I want to see what you get. Yeah, there you go. Okay, so you got a 10. You got a beat. Not a problem.
Okay.
Okay, so you guys get to go first, but because Squall got hit in the face with a blast of gas on the last turn, I need an endurance.
All right. Now I am
Feet
wearing. I
from
did
you.
say that specifically that I put up my bandana.
You sure did.
That's right.
So what I'm going to do is I will have you get a +1 CS to this. So what's your endurance?
My endurance is remarkable.
Okay, so you'll be rolling at amazing. Okay, so this is a
So I'm
this
gonna
is-
roll my agility thing just because my agility.
Oh
is
no,
amazing.
you said remarkable, right? So it's
Yeah.
incredible.
So I'm
You're
gonna
rolling
just roll.
at
I'm gonna roll. It'll say fighting, but it's the
Yeah. And the intensity of this gas is remarkable.
57.
57 is you need to get a green.
It's definitely in the green. So
Okay.
even with a shift, it's still green. One way or
Cool.
the other.
So basically the gas hits you and you move too fast or whatever.
My
and
bandana.
Your bandana helps you. And you're able to get out of that smoke.
It's the air. There's air flowing all around.
Yeah, man. There's air all around you. Yeah.
Right.
You got it. You got it. Okay.
Blowing gas at an airman. Come on.
Okay.
But instead
Well,
of aim,
how are they supposed to
amateurs.
know?
That's what I call them.
How are they supposed to know?
So
Okay,
that-
so
I'm gonna
then-
swoop under here,
okay.
and then grab on. I can't really put my guy there. Grab onto the side and then just push with that whirlwind speed.
Okay, so go ahead and give us a roll. It'll be at your. It's going to be on incredible because you get a -1 because of the weight.
Right. Oh yeah, there we go. 90.
Nice.
So
90.
incredible.
That's definitely a yellow. Yeah,
Is a
almost a
yellow.
red.
Yeah.
If you rolled a 91, it would have
Yep.
gotten red. So not a problem. You get to that side, you right that ship. It's not going to slam into this other building,
But
and
it
you've
is
got
gonna
it.
slam into the one.
You've got it
in front of
moving
it.
over in this direction now. Okay. All right.
Okay.
So Mental, you go ahead and move your guy. You can go ahead and move him over
Okay.
and drop him down over onto the side, and you definitely will have gotten out of the way of that a gas canister that was shot over there at you.
Right.
Okay.
Nice.
And you
Yeah,
can
if I
still
could
do
move
something
them
else.
into the gas, that would be great.
Slammed it down and I don't care.
You
Right?
now
Do
the,
it. Why not? Yeah.
now that you drop down there, you can still do something. You still have an action.
Okay. Well, no, I'm still with that smoke coming off the top there. So I imagine I could see him pushing it over, right?
Actually, sort of. You see his legs sticking out from underneath.
Well,
where
you
the
saw me
thing
go
is.
underneath
Because he
it.
flew under it, yeah. And,
now
then he's
you
on
see
the
it-
other side.
And now you see it
Okay.
coming toward you. Yeah.
Toward me. Okay. So I guess I will run out of the way. I will run back this way.
Okay.
But you could probably still blast him, too.
Why would I do that? I'm running for my life here.
Because I don't know what I'm doing.
Exactly why
He's
I'm
only got
running.
36 health. He's running.
Oh yeah, and I don't blame you for running. But
That's
how far
why
can you
I'm
shoot
running.
those mind blasts? I've never seen.
You don't
him
know
on
what you're
blast, so
doing.
I
That
don't
thing
know.
looks heavy as hell, and I am not that physically capable of withstanding that blow.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, so
I'm running.
it's their turns now. So let's go. I'm gonna roll on my first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna roll on the guy who's flying this thing. Let's see what he's able to do. And since you helped give him a push, I'm gonna give him a +1 column shift.
Because he's gonna go
'Cause-
much faster than he thought he was going.
Yeah.
Right, now he's gonna slam into this.
He totally is like flipping out because he's like, holy wait, no, because he was trying to adjust this way and you were trying to adjust him that way. So basically what ends up happening is it's going the way you wanted it to go, but move it here. It's starting to spin now this way.
So it's spinning back now the other direction.
So now it's spinning over here and it's over top of the building now.
Oh boy.
So you got it, and you were able to push it over that way. So yeah, there you go. So now it's over there. Okay, so the guy who was going to shoot the canister at let's get the guy who's going to shoot another canister over towards our man, and I'm still going to give them -1 on their shot because of all the activity. Here comes the canister over towards mental. He shoots it off, and it goes all the way over here. He totally misses. So there's two canisters flew out into the street.
There's a young couple on their first date walking down the street.
No, this is exactly what happened. So they're walking hand in hand down the road. It's like, oh, that was a good meal. Did you enjoy that? Yeah, that was pretty good. And then this canister comes over, bing, hits the dude. He falls to the ground, right? And she's like, oh my God, Bob, what happened to you? Are you okay? And she like bends down a little bit and puts her hand on his back, and then boom, hits her in the back of the head, and she falls down next to him.
Then as other people go to check them, the gas starts coming out, and they all just start
Exactly.
passing out one after the other.
Spinning in the middle of the street, the sidewalk.
That's totally it. Okay, so since you moved, only one of the guys who is going to shoot you with a gas gun can try and shoot our man Squall here. So here we go. He's going to try and shoot you, and I do have him at that -1 college shift, and he got a green 50. So I need you to give me, which if we'd have done it correctly, it just would have been done on the last round this way.
Endurance.
Endurance, yeah, it's an endurance, and so you just need to roll your regular endurance and get a green.
Now I have a bandana.
You got it.
68. I got it anyway.
Yeah, you got it. Tell him, Roxy.
You guys, stop fucking up and be superheroes. Take these mother scratches out.
I gotta point out, if that was a cat, the cat would have none of that.
That's the great thing about dogs.
Yeah, the dogs are like, all right, this is what we're doing now.
This is all right. This is the deal now. I get it.
Okay, so you guys go spinning. I mean, that thing's spinning
Yeah,
now.
and I wanted to like. I mean, it's not going to land nicely, but I wanted to hit the ground and.
Okay, so now basically what you got to do is, because you got it away, because your number one thing was to get it away from the other building.
Right now, I want to sort of
push it.
I would
down.
love like a tip and roll scenario.
All right, I'll allow
disc. So when you say roll, you mean like on the edge?
Like
of it?
no, like flipping, like a car flipping over.
Oh,
yeah,
okay,
exactly.
Okay.
Okay, so this is what we're gonna do with that. We're gonna have you roll
So they
again
don't kill anybody.
on that power, and you're gonna need a red for the flipping part. Of it.
Okay.
So
Well, again, now is this we have to roll initiative and the turn still, right?
right. Yeah. So let's roll a niche.
Shut up.
Your turn.
All right, my turn. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
10.
Ooh, hold on. They might beat you. And they do!
Oh.
By one.
Ooh, I
That
got way too
sucks.
excited about
You
that.
really did. Wow. Judges are supposed to be impartial by name.
Oh, and you know what I
by the
didn't
way.
do? I didn't state what they were going to do. We
No.
rolled the initiative.
We didn't.
That's
Yeah.
right.
All I did was I
this is
stated
gonna
what
take-
I was gonna do.
Yeah, this is going to take some getting used to. So
Yeah.
basically, the driver is going to attempt to right the machine, the flying platform. The robot's jumping down off of the flying platform onto the roof. 2 of the guys that are up there are attempting to shoot our man Squall with gas guns.
Right.
What's mental?
You said he's a robot
Mm-hmm.
jumping down? Well, I have nothing to offer against a robot.
That's Quitter talk.
Seriously. No, let's check this out.
I'm pretty sure that's why there's a robot on this.
I know.
By the way.
I
Right.
don't know about that.
We're gonna have to switch pretty soon.
He didn't even risk it with an Android. They might have feelings.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah,
No,
there
it's
is
just a
no
straight
feelings
up-
in this guy.
Clockwork robot. Gotcha.
Yeah, it's almost as if the judge was anticipating this.
Almost. You think so, right? After all that.
But you know, when you guys were over there where the shield agents were, and you saw that building where whoever it was that kicked in that door was pretty strong, far stronger than these AIM
Right.
agents.
So so I'm. Once I get this thing to the ground, we're gonna need to swap.
Swap.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I was thinking.
So
In
I'm gonna
fact,
need to
I
take
yelled that over to you. I was like, "Get down here!" That's what mental does. He's like,
I would
sees
still
this
try to
robot
shag ass. You gotta keep
land
moving though. You gotta keep moving.
on the roof, and I look up at you and I yell, "Get down here!"
Got it. All right. So they get to go first. I'm not even going to bother to change it in the turn.
No, we know. I mean, it's
Yeah.
two.
It's
them or
yeah.
us. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to roll on my guy here and see if he actually controls and what this is going to do. Okay, his flying check that I'm about to do is going to dictate how it's going to affect what you're going to try and do to
Right.
push it. Okay, the better he rolls, the more column shifts you're going to get. Is basically how it's going to work. Okay, so let's see. He got a white. He got an absolute dude. This dude should not be driving this thing. So it is. You're going to get. Remember that -1 that you're having for the penalty. You're not going to have that penalty now.
Nice.
So it's just going to be straight.
Like
roll.
and now what I see now as I'm getting a little bit more of my bearings here and I'm calming down a little bit, I see that on top of this little disc says student driver.
Yes, that's exactly what it says.
This whole thing was a driving test.
Okay,
You stumbled
now
onto a
yeah.
driving test.
They
The
weren't even
robot-
after us. They're just practicing.
the robot just jumps down, and it hits the ground, hits the roof. You know, leaves some indented footprints. And now we've got 2 guys shooting their gas guns at my man.
Cool. Well,
Squall. Yeah, so gas gun 1, white, 37, total miss.
Alright.
Gas gun 2, 30, white, total miss. So
I
they're
just
just like,
I'm just blowing it right back in their face.
okay,
Well, at
so
least
all right.
I'm dissipating it at any rate.
There you go. All right, Squall, man, it's your turn. Try
Pushing
try
this
to do that push.
motherfucker down. Come on.
that's what your
89.
chance is.
Oh, that amazing.
That
is-
might be
it's
a red.
yellow. No, it's
Yeah.
Oh,
almost,
it's
but it's
almost.
yellow.
Okay, so basically what you end up doing here is you don't push it into that roll like you wanted
Right.
it to, because you're trying to get it down
No.
so that lip catches and flips it.
Right.
You just push it down so it's basically landed on the roof.
Now, does it skate into Mr. Robot?
You know.
I mean,
How far-
he's right there.
Well,
Yeah, if he just jumped down, he's pretty much underneath it.
And again, I can't. I mean,
this is what I'm going to have happen.
keep in
because-
mind, with no issue,
Yes,
I can carry something 500 pounds.
Yes, and here's the thing. This is what we're going to do.
I'm gonna
So
put you
this
back
is-
in your cage, Bobby.
It's landed down, okay? And since we already had the roll for you being able to push it, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give the robot an agility check
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
All right.
to see whether or not he gets out of the way or gets crushed. So let's see what kind of. It's not a bad agility. Let's see. And he's just got to make a color. So here we go. He rolled a white.
Oh,
27. So it smashes into him. Okay.
nice.
So that does damage to it.
Yeah.
I would
So
hope
basically,
so.
essentially how this works is when you're charging people, and it is the material strength of the apparatus, okay, that is the intensity of the damage. So I'm saying that the material strength of this thing is at remarkable. Okay. Now, normally, if it's in the hands of somebody else, okay, so they're going to say, like, let's say there's just Joe Blow who's got good strength, and he's got a lead pipe that's at 20 material strength, and he hits you with it. He does one class up in damage because of the material strength is harder than his strength. But it only stops there. So, like, if the pipe was incredible and he's only got good and he hits you with it, he's still only going to do a max of excellent damage. See what I'm saying?
So
It just shifts the damage one up because of the higher material strength. So that's remarkable. 30 points of blunt force damage to the robot. Let me see here. Okay, cool. All right, so what I need you to do, yeah, this is where it's getting a little bit tricky. I'm going to let you roll. It's going to roll, and you're going to roll on remarkable, and because we got to see if it stuns it or anything along these lines.
Okay.
So just give me a roll. Even if you get a white, it's still going to hit it.
96.
96. Okay. All right. So 96.
See, the first episode, we saw Mental in his element. He walks into dangerous situations and comes out without a scratch.
Okay.
This is my element.
This is it.
So here we go. Here we go. You rolled a red, and on the blunt attacks, red is a stun. So
Yeah.
So you have the opportunity of stunning this thing and possibly slamming it, which means it gets slammed backwards. So I need to roll an endurance check for this bad boy. Okay, so and let's see what he can achieve here. Okay, he got a yellow. He's good. So he doesn't
There's
get...
still one of those yellow dudes on there who was like,
He is not stunned.
not feeling well. He was almost going to call out for his shift, and he's thinking, why did I not make that call? Like, why did I come here tonight?
You did stagger it, though.
Okay.
And it goes back. It's not stunned, and it doesn't seem like it took a whole lot of damage.
Well, no,
Scratched
it's,
up
I
the
mean,
paint
30,
job.
yeah.
But you landed the flying platform on the roof. It's currently on the roof.
Hey, as far as I'm concerned, mission accomplished so far.
Yeah. Okay, so now, before we roll Inish this time, what is Squall going to do?
I'm going to fly over to the robot and just punch him in the face.
Okay. And what is our man Mental going to do now that the ship has landed on?
Now that the ship has landed, I'm sure everybody on it is pretty shaken up and trying to get their bearings. I'm going to try to
A little bit.
hop back up here and get in their faces and try to get them scared of me.
Now the ladder to get back up top
Okay.
is right here. See where
What?
I'm being?
That's not.
Yep.
That's around.
That's
a different
that's
part,
the
though.
middle of the. Oh, okay. There you go.
Yeah, right here, right here.
That's not. That can't be.
No, that's
Yeah,
not.
because there's no roof right there. You see
there
that?
is. It still
Yeah,
goes
there
around.
is.
There's like
No,
a,
it's sunken in. You see the shadow? It's
Yeah,
actually
there's-
a open roof right
oh,
there.
this area is a shadow.
Oh, so you can
It's-
go
Yeah.
in there.
Yes,
and then
you can
this
go
is
in.
above. Oh,
Correct.
I get it.
Oh, I thought that was all because
And there's the ladder.
Yeah.
I see now.
So you
Okay.
can you got to come around this side. So basically, what I'm saying is, when you come up,
You're gonna come up
Yeah.
next to Mr. Robot.
you'll get closer to Mr. Robot.
But
when you
I'm gonna
come
be
up.
in. I'm gonna be in Mr. Robot.
But you're going to be on top of them, so
Yeah. Okay. So
All right.
you can move. You've got enough movement to get over there and climb up and get on to the roof. No problem. What else are you
right.
gonna do?
Can I retcon my action?
It hasn't gone yet, so you
Because
can
he's
still.
staggered, right?
He's staggered back, as in just moved
Oh, so he just
backwards.
gets knocked back. All right,
Yeah,
yeah. Then
he-
I
yeah.
keep. I'm gonna fly over and just.
Okay.
I'm gonna wail on him.
Okay. And what's Mental going to do when he gets to the top of the roof?
Okay, so when I get on the top, I'm going to try to get in their faces and try to talk them down, try to get them scared of me enough where they won't try anything.
You're going to affeard them?
I'm trying to, yes.
Okay, excellent. And
Put
this
the
is
fear of me in them.
This is basically the way it's gonna. You can affect as many guys as you have power ranking for. So what's your power rank is amazing, right?
Hang on one sec.
It's got it.
Power
It's up there, yeah.
Yeah, let's see.
It is amazing, yes.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
amazing
is 50, so you can do 5 people
There's 5 people on that.
without any penalties. You can
Okay,
do
nice.
for each additional
That's awesome.
person. Each additional person
That's
over
amazing, I
5.
should say.
It is, isn't it?
You get a -1 for each additional person over 5. So you can do it with no penalties to all those
That's
guys.
cool, man.
Awesome.
Okay. What they're going to do is now that they're on the roof, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys, but we're not going to have all 5 of them. 3 of them are going to shoot Squall with their gas guns.
Yeah.
That's what they're attempting to do.
Okay, but I'm rolling initiative though.
Yeah, if you guys go first,
Then-
you act before they shoot their gas guns. Is how they
Right.
do.
Okay.
Now, the robot is, you see the robot is like doing a Terminator sort of turn. And like you can almost hear the information scrolling behind its eyes, and it's looking for a threat, and it knows that Squall is there, but he's got those guys, and then you've got also he knows Mental's around here somewhere, so you can tell that he's using his data now that he's off that thing to try and find you. Okay, because right now he doesn't see you, right?
Right.
Okay, so now we shall roll,
Okay.
and they get a 4.
8.
Okay, you guys get to go first.
Nice.
Awesome.
All right.
So who's going to go first?
You can go first. I went first.
Okay, so yeah, I basically run around, come up this way, and is that where the robot staggers to? So that's where he is right now.
Correct.
Or is he in movement?
No, that's where he staggered to. So he stopped
Okay.
his movement now.
Okay. So yeah, so I just jump up. Yeah, basically right here, and basically shout at these guys. Get them to look at me because I have to make the eye get them to look at me, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're making a bunch of noise, so they turn.
Yeah.
around and
So
look
they
at you.
turn and see me. Yeah, because I can't just. I
Okay,
have
so-
to make the eye contact.
So this is what we're gonna do. Because their actions actually had nothing to do with you, so they're looking away. All right.
Right.
They're
Now
getting ready to go
only
away.
3 of them were shooting at me, so
Only 3
maybe
of them.
2 of them
maybe
were
but
looking toward Mr. Robot.
Well, here's the thing: was we're gonna do a roll.
Yeah.
We're gonna see how much of a spectacle you can make of yourself to get their attention. So let's see, what would be a good one to do this off? Intuition is kind of like your wisdom, your common sense, your all that sort of thing.
Okay.
So we're gonna go with that one. Okay, we'll go with that. Unless you have some sort, because you really
Well,
don't
I
have
have
a power.
excellent intuition.
That's good.
Yeah.
So just give me a roll. Is basically
Off of the
all
intuition.
off the intuition, because the higher you get, the better, and we'll see how many of these guys notice you. 2 are automatically going to notice you. 32. Okay, that's not good. I think that's a white.
Oh, I thought it was good. Damn it. Okay.
Nope, that's a white. So basically,
They
2
don't see me.
of the guys are there looking at you, and it's
Okay.
going to be these 2 guys right over here on this
The other
side.
guys, even if
The
somebody
other-
was somebody yelling, I mean, they're like, I fucked up their entire plan.
Yeah, you're like,
Right.
hey, you're fucking up our ride, and they're not happy about it.
Man.
So the 3 that
Dude,
are
you
over there
scratched the chrome.
looking at Squall are not in your vision currently. But here's the thing: these 2 guys, this is automatic success for you.
Okay.
So they're feared of you automatically.
Nice.
So on their turn, they're gonna cut tail and run. Is what they're gonna do. Okay.
Okay.
Where are they
Okay.
gonna go?
So now it's Squall's turn.
Yep.
Okay.
So
You beat these guys out, so you get to
so,
move
yeah, I'm just
before they even shoot you.
right over here in between my new buddy
Nice.
Briggs and the robot, and then
Awesome.
whack.
Yell at him. He can't use your real name while on superhero duty.
I say, yeah, I do that. I
Well,
say,
we're
don't
in
worry,
regular
Briggs, I
clothes.
got you, buddy. Whack.
We're in regular clothes. We're not like in our costumes yet.
I'm
You
covered
still
up.
got to protect your secret identity.
That's true. I guess.
Because even though you guys haven't devised any like family or friends yet to warrant it, I'm going
Mental's
to.
got family
Mental-
friends around
Men-
here.
Yeah.
I've got no one here, but
Mental has, as of right now, you've got your
He's got his
buddy,
partner.
your contact, your old
Right.
partner.
my old partner, and then like my mom and my siblings.
Okay, Marco Ruiz, his wife Maria, and his 3 kids, Julian, Teresa, and Ruben. So you've got those, and then you'll be the rest of your family. So I'll have to pump you for that information here in a little bit, so I can put them into harm's. I mean, so that we can do like other stuff with them.
Right.
Okay, so there we go. All right, so go ahead and give us the punch there, man.
yeah. Fighting, right?
Yep.
62 on incredibly.
That's gonna be a hit.
Ooh.
That'll be.
That's a green.
Nope, that's the first
No,
yellow.
that's a first yellow.
First yellow, which is a possible slam. But this is going to depend on what damage did you do.
I think my damage is 36 for fighting, right? Because it's incredible.
No, it goes off your strength.
Oh, it goes off my strength? What? No, it has to go off my
Yeah.
fighting.
No, it goes off your strength.
What
your
the fuck?
Your fighting is to hit. Your strength is to damage.
Oh, well, that's a 16. That's far
Yes.
less than my...
Yes, it is. So this is what happens. How do you know? You've never fought a robot before. You go flying over there.
You know how many robots I fought in East Cleveland?
Yes, I do. This is a big old 0. Okay, so you fly over there and you go, ha, and you just totally clang, and you punch it straight in the face, and it just does one of those Terminator things, like, boom.
It hurts.
It just looks right at you, and it does. It hurts your hand. You're like, ow, damn. But
Oh my.
you didn't do anything to it.
Anything at all.
You didn't do nothing.
All
It's
right,
a robot.
well, you know what?
It's got a body armor thing going on.
I'm really just here to protect Briggs, because
Okay.
this thing is
Thank
going to do a
God.
lot more damage to him than it is to me.
Okay, so it's
All right.
it's the bad guys' turns, and these two
And
guys.
I'm still floating, by the way. Like I
These
don't
two guys run, and they jump down, and then they run down here, and they run off the roof, and they're going to start looking for a way to get out of here. These 2 guys who were going to shoot you moved, and so now they have to try and change what they were going to do. So they're going to first thing they have to do is they have to make agility checks.
And we'd have to do
see,
this too, and if this were the reverse.
Yes. So they got to do agility checks to see if they're going to get any kind of a minus to this.
Okay.
And then if they fail, I need to double check. I think it's minus 2 or minus 3. I'm going to just say for right now, minus 2. It's enough for that. So let's see. All right, let me get my roller up. These AIM agents do not have good dexterity at all. So first one gets a white. No. Yellow. Green. Okay. All right. So 2 of them can do something. The other guys are like, where'd he go? So these two guys run over here, and they can act.
The other guy's looking under the.
Yeah, he's still looking under there. He's like, oh, we landed. So they're going to shoot their gas guns at you guys. Okay. But their gas guns are going to be at a -2 to hit. So let's see here. Okay, so that's what I need to roll. I just had to find which is that. Okay, so 1 gas gun is being shot at Mental. Miss. And these, even though it's a gas gun, it's kind of like sticky, because it's a comic book thing, man. So it shoots and it like hits the ground and just kind of like sticks and it like wolfs around your feet, so it doesn't do anything. Now here comes the gas at our good old boy Squall with his hurt hand. We got a green.
Damn
We
it.
got a hit. So you need to give me an endurance check. Remarkable. You just need to get it colored.
100.
Whoa!
Wow. This is what happens.
I punch him, and then without even looking, I just give the guy the finger from behind me.
He shoots the gas at you, and because you're homeless and you've been spending an awful lot of time on the street and bathing, well, that's really...
I haven't been able to.
You haven't been able to. Washing clothes? Fucking forget about it. The oils and the gunk that is embedded in your handkerchief that you've been able to pull up over your face, the gas can't get through it. So long as you have that up, which you currently do, these gas guns are going to do... They can't do anything to you. So
that's awesome.
Their gas can't penetrate, so you're immune to the gas now.
So wait, is that canon now? Is that his like gas-proof mask now?
Until he washes it.
Until I wash.
Now, if he learns this, and when he eventually gets his costume made,
Yeah.
you might want to add that in there.
Yeah.
But you got to find somebody who can do that for you.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, so now it's initiative time again. So these two guys over here that are feared, they're gonna go run to this door and they're getting the hell out of Dodge. They're gonna start running down the stairs. The robot.
I did find more information about motion control, which I'll add into your thing next time.
Okay.
Cool.
The robot is attempting to punch Squall. Okay.
Go for it.
These three bad guys that are on the machine here are all going to take a shot at Mental with their gas guns. Actually, two are going to shoot at you. One's going to shoot at Squall because they don't know that he's immune to it.
Yeah.
So he's going to shoot at Squall. Okay.
And
so that's what they're doing.
So what I would like to do... This guy's really tough.
You talking about the robot?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I would like to pick him up. I mean, we're talking like... How high can I... How high can I move? This guy's not more than 500 pounds, is he? That I can tell. He's probably close to 500
This is
pounds.
what we're going to do. Roll me a d4. And for each point you get, it's going to be 100 points. We're going to add that onto 100.
2.
He's 300 pounds.
All right, no problem. I would like to pick him up, fly as high up as I can, and then drop him.
Okay. You're going to pick him up with your air power, though, correct? You're
Yeah.
not gonna
Oh,
pick
yeah,
him up
yeah,
physically.
yeah.
Okay. And we've already established that you can use your cyclone to pick things up. You don't
Yep.
need to use your attitude.
Right,
Okay.
that's my whirlwind, not cyclone. Come on,
Right.
cyclone.
Well, your
is,
whirlwind. I'm
is
sorry.
an attraction at Coney Island. This
Yeah.
is
Okay, my bad. Okay, so what it is you get
we
to roll.
in Brooklyn, kid.
You get to roll with your cyclone, to, and that's at amazing. So your whirlwind is at amazing intensity to pick this guy and take him up.
Yeah.
So that, and he gets to resist that with his endurance to try and resist you.
Yeah.
Okay. So all right. So that's what you're gonna do. What's Mental gonna do?
Well, pretty much the same thing. I mean, those two guys
Smart.
that are now facing me, right? These guys.
I will allow you to try and get that other guy's attention too by going, look at me, look at me.
Because what I'm thinking is I want to get rid of these two guys, get them scared of me as well, and then keep that last guy who's not paying attention and question him.
Oh. Now there is loyalty as well that I'm looking at here that I found in the regular book. The target will follow the individual's orders without question, cheerfully providing all necessary information and aid as if to a longtime friend and ally. So,
yeah,
after you scare those dudes, loyalty might be a good one.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess that's an emotion. Sure.
Yeah. Okay, so you're gonna scare away the other two guys.
This book
and then
considers it an emotion.
Okay.
And then the
Now.
last guy who's left, then you're gonna use your loyalty on him to
Right.
But that would be
Got
a
it.
next round, probably.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so for this round, you're going to try and make the two guys run away. Okay, so let's roll an ish.
All right. You do it, right? Your turn?
No, your turn.
Oh, yeah, I just asked that. Okay.
Man, they got a 4 again.
Oof, that was
Okay,
I
you
almost
guys-
tied them.
Yeah, you guys get to go first. Okay, so who's going to go first?
You can go first.
All right. So these two
All right.
guys, it's automatic. They run away.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
on
All
their-
right,
Crazy.
my turn's done.
yeah, on their turn, they're going to run away because it's
I forgot
automatic.
about that.
They can't resist it.
All right.
Okay.
Whirlwind
All
picking
right.
him up and flying straight up. So that's. I roll something. Roll the
Yeah,
d-
you're going to roll it, and it's going to be on amazing. You can check that you're rolling on the amazing column.
There we go. 88.
Ooh,
Nice.
that's good.
Yeah.
What color you got there?
Damn
So
it! It's a yellow.
What's my man's? Okay.
Right before a red.
See what he gets. He got a yellow as well, a 70. So you guys are in deadlock.
Oh.
The whirlwind's like whirling around him. He's all like.
But it's got to fuck up what he's gonna do next, though. I hope, right?
Yeah, I'll say that it's going
Yeah.
to give him a -1 to his attack, a -1 column shift to his attack.
Because
to punch.
these wind speeds are picking.
Oh yeah, yeah. And what he was
How
going to
can-
do is he's going to try and slug you. Is what he was
Right.
going to try and do.
Can I yell some? I mean, I know I did my thing, right?
Uh-huh.
Can I just turn to him and be like, and yell something at him? real
It's still
quick?
our
Go
turn.
ahead.
It's still our
yeah,
turn.
Go ahead.
Still
Yeah,
a
go ahead.
turn. Like, blow him off the edge. Stop trying to pick him up. Blow him back.
I got him. It's actually easier for me to do it this way.
Okay.
I'm still
He's
trying to figure
fighting
these
you,
powers
though.
out, dude.
Okay, it's their turn. These guys run away. Oh, first I'm going to move these guys, and I'm going to just move them over here because they
Off
went
the
through,
building.
they went through the door and they're running
Okay.
downstairs. These two
They
guys,
took the quick way down.
yeah, these two guys ran over and they've hopped down, and then they'll be going downstairs here in a minute too.
Right.
Now we've got the robot. Okay, what's its? Okay, it's gonna try and slug you, and it gets a -1.
I also have body resistance. Whatever
So-
that does.
It's gonna soak up some of the
Is
damage
this
when
physical energy?
Yeah, when he belts you, physical. This is a blunt attack. He misses. Rolls a 3. So you get him all off balance with the wind, and he takes a swing at you, and you're able to duck beneath it. No problem. Okay, cool. All right. So
Next round.
it's next round.
I want to try to do the same thing.
Okay. And you're
Punch
going to
you.
use loyalty on the last aim agent.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, one thing I'd like to amend is I don't want to drop him like right onto the building because he'll probably fall through and could hurt people. So I'd like
That's
to,
why I was yelling, push him off.
yeah, like move over to like the
Off.
side of the street and then drop him
Yeah.
there. Because
Okay.
that's also a harder surface too, like that.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, totally. Okay,
And then
so
I don't need to go quite as high because I'm going, but whatever. I've got a lot of movement though, so I can get still
Yes.
pretty high and get over. and
Oh,
then
yes.
drop them.
Oh,
like
yes, very
over,
much so.
in between these two buildings.
yeah.
Right.
Okay, the one remaining aim agent has seemed to have dropped his gas gun and pulled out sort of like a Princess Leia blaster looking thing. He's got a different gun now. And
Okay.
he's going to shoot mental with it. He's like, the hell with this gas gun. I need to. So you're thinking, yeah, that's a different kind of weapon. Now,
Yeah.
the robot is attempting to slap my man Squall in the head.
Yep.
Okay, so let's go ahead and let's roll. Let's
Alright,
see
your
what we
turn.
get here, guys.
All right.
We got a 9 this time. Yes. You got a 2. They win. Okay,
Damn.
so we're gonna start off with.
I mean, I'm okay with this guy hitting me, but I'm worried about you.
I know. So am I.
We're gonna start off with the robot gonna try and punch my man here in his head. He rolls a green 62, so he's gonna hit you.
Now, The resistance covers physical and energy attacks. The intensity rank number of the attack is reduced by the power ranks number.
Okay, what's your power rank?
Incredible.
Okay. That is, you got really. It's basically body armor. You got really good body armor.
So
this is what
this
happens.
is only in air form now.
Right, correct. We've established this.
Yeah.
That's why it's so high. So basically, this is what happens: is it swings in, and your spinning air that's around you, when that slows down his fist to the point, but it connects with you, and you're like, ooh.
First
That
time
was
I've been
pretty-
punched by a robot, by the way.
Yeah, you're like, wow, that would have really hurt if I didn't have that wind up there slowing that shit down. Now we're gonna go and look at
what damage do I take?
none.
Oh,
You took
none.
zero. You took 0 damage.
So basically, if we could spend all night on here punching each other and not doing any damage to each other.
Okay, so now let's see.
He's gonna need to adjust his plan of attack here too.
Okay, so that's gonna be. And how much damage does these do? Okay.
Don't kill my buddy.
Okay, so here we go.
Well,
Good
I
thing-
have body armor. I was just checking.
do.
Oh yeah, that's
I
right.
do
do.
have body armor.
Yep.
And
Here we go.
excellent.
Here
that's
comes
great.
Here comes his roll. He gets a yellow, which is a bullseye, I do believe. Let's see. Where's shooting? There it is. Yep. So basically, he shoots you right in your face.
Oh fuck!
And he pulls it out, and he's like, it's a blaster gun. So like this energy comes out, and and it hits you. Now let's see, right in the kisser. But wait, oh, thank goodness. Okay, so your body armor is excellent. A rank of 16. He did
Right.
30 points of damage.
Ooh,
You get to subtract 16 from the 30.
That's really good though.
okay.
yeah.
Even
yeah.
though it hit me in the face and not in the actual body armor.
Yeah.
All
Well,
right.
no, your
part
body
of-
armor is all mental, right?
Yeah, it's like a mental deal. Right?
Oh, okay, right. That's right.
Unless you want it to be your suit. You
No!
can have it
no,
be your
no,
suit.
no.
Well, yeah, because you don't even have a suit yet.
Yeah.
That's right.
So yeah, he shoots you right in the face. Now, what Bullseye does is allows him to do different things. Let's say, for example, you were holding a gun, and he's all like, "Screw that! I'm going to shoot his gun out of his hand." Bam!
Oh, that's cool.
He rolls a bullseye. Guess what he hit? He hit your gut.
Right. Okay.
But now he's just looking to shoot you right
He
between
just
your
wants-
eyes.
He just wants to drop you. Yeah.
Yeah. So, bam! You get hit. You get hit with, and then let me see here. That was an energy attack too, which is still just a bullseye. Okay, cool.
So 14 points.
You can get kill results with energy weapons, just so you know. So, like, if he rolled a red on you,
Uh-huh.
look out. Okay, so they are done. That's their turn. Those two guys
They
are
did
finished.
enough.
Yeah, did plenty.
Okay, so who's gonna go? Who's gonna go first?
I guess I'll go first this time, and I'll try to lift up my man.
Okay, give us the
Yeah.
roll.
Nope.
You rolled a
Ooh,
3. That's really bad.
Not
Yeah.
good rolls.
Let's-
What's going on?
Yeah. So basically, he just gets to stay right where he's at. I
Yeah,
mean, because
no
even
real
if he
problem
fails, yeah, you're just trying to pick him up. So if he fails, well, hold on, because yours is that amazing.
Yeah.
He is, so it's 2 less. So he needs to get a. Hold on now. He needs to get a red.
Who does? I do?
No,
No.
the robot.
Oh, the
Otherwise he'll
robot.
get picked.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, but you rolled and you failed, so he doesn't have
I
to worry
failed,
about
so yeah, it doesn't matter.
Okay, so, but yeah, next time, because basically the way it works is if the intensity in which you're going against is below yours, it's a green. If it's the same, it's a yellow. If it's
Right.
higher, it's a red.
Right.
And your wind control thing is higher than his endurance.
Mhm.
So that means he needs to get a red to resist your air.
Right. Okay.
Okay, so
Bad. I've had some great rolls this entire time. I was due for a bad one.
okay, so now it's Mental's turn, and he's loyal to you now.
After you shot me in the face?
Yep, because he got the shot off before you were able to do your thing, and he jumps down and goes, "Oh, buddy, man, I'm sorry. Are you all right? You okay?" He puts the gun in his holster. It's like, that was an accident, believe it or not. I didn't mean to shoot you.
And I'm just like, "Oh, damn it!"
Oh, no, it's okay.
Like,
it's okay. It's okay.
I'm imagining like it was an energy shot, right? So
Yep.
I'm imagining there's like a burn mark on my face or something.
Yep.
Great.
Totally. Okay, so now
That was lucky you could resist that damage, though, because that would have been bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so
Also,
now
it's also good you got rid of the other 4.
yeah. We get to roll for.
Oh, we gotta.
whatchamacallit?
What are we
Yeah.
doing? I'm gonna do the same thing.
You're gonna do the same thing. He's gonna attempt to punch you, and my dude's over here again. It's saying, "Look, man, I'm sorry. I'm real sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry." You know, he can't say it enough. Is basically what it is.
Can you maybe get him to attack this other dude?
I'm sure he could.
You
Okay,
follow
yeah,
the
so
orders
basically,
without question.
Now now I'm like, oh, okay. You wanted to show me you're sorry, dude. Do turn off the robot.
Oh, totally. We got a kill switch in the car. Hold on, let me get it.
Oh,
We gotta-
and I'm just kind of like sitting there.
To the glove box.
I'm like doing
Yeah.
this.
Okay, so he'll do that on his turn. Okay, so now let's go ahead and roll. All right. We
You
got a
rolled.
7.
No, I roll this time, right? I
Okay.
rolled
Yeah, we got a 7 for the bad guys.
10.
You guys
Nice.
get to go first.
All right, same deal.
Well, no. Well, isn't
74.
Okay, 74. That's
Coming.
gonna
The
succeed.
yellow.
So, yeah, now he needs to roll, and he's got to get a red. He does not. You got him picked up into the air.
Well, then I'm flying him high. And I say, whatever you're doing, do. I got.
Okay, you get to do all that.
Yeah, so I fly him over here, high up as I can get too.
Okay.
Excuse me. As long as there's nobody on the street below me,
Uh-huh.
drop.
Okay.
Now, does he? He's not a. The passengers must make an endurance feat or become airsick. He's probably
he's
doesn't
immune to
matter
that.
because he's
He's a robot. It doesn't affect him.
But
Okay.
I still drop him off the face of the earth.
Right?
He's coming in hot.
Okay, so you drop him, then he just starts like a bullet going down.
Now, how far can I go with an amazing?
With an amazing, it's pretty far.
Yeah.
Let's see here. So you can move up into the air 125 feet.
All right. So it's
Technically-
125 feet above this building, which is 10 stories high.
So you take him up there. You take him really high up into the sky there. You fly it up, and then you drop him, and it just goes, and it just starts falling and twisting as it turns. And then there's a big, like it's like a mortar shell went off. Debris flies up in the air. There's a big old dust cloud and everything, and you can't really see it because of all this dust and everything that blew up off of it. So. Let me see what it's okay. All right, cool. All right. So you went first. So now you told the guy to do that thing. He goes run into the
Yeah, I was just
comes
like,
back.
yeah,
He comes back out now, and he's got the thing. Okay, where'd it go? I could shut it off now, bud. I mean,
Great. Thanks, man. Don't worry about it.
No, keep turning it off. Don't stop him from turning it off.
Don't stop him. You don't think that thing is wrecked?
No.
Do we know? We don't know.
We don't
All
know.
right.
We don't know.
Okay, definitely. All right, then shut it down.
oh, okay. Beep 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 beep. I think that's it. No, hold on. Beep 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 beep. Yeah, that got it. It's shit. It
Sure.
didn't turn green. Okay, hold on. Beep 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 beep. Ah, that got it. Okay,
Okay.
turned green
All
that
right.
time. Oh, whew, that was close. I can't believe that gun went off on accident and hit you in the face. That's terrible, man. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to come out of a niche. Okay. So this is what we're going to say happens here. You're flying up in the air. I'm assuming you probably even go down.
Yeah, I would fly
so
down
that
after him.
so that
once
you can
I
get
could,
still be out of range in case it like reached out at you. You don't want any of
Yeah.
that shit happening. And you see that the dust settles, and what you see is it starts climbing. And it's climbing up out of it, and it's like twitching and sparks, and you can see where parts of it have busted off, but it wasn't done. And then all you hear is from up top, and then finally, as it finally just starts getting up out, and then you hear,
Oh, they got it.
and then it just stops. You know,
All right.
like it was getting ready to do something, but it looked in really bad shape.
Good. Well, I'm gonna pick it up and bring it back to the top of the roof.
Okay, so you fly it back up to the
Yeah, I
top
don't
of
want to
the
leave it there.
Yeah. Okay, so you bring it up to the top of the roof, and you're up to the top of the roof with, and these two guys ran away too.
Right.
Okay, so you're on the top of the roof with your boy Mental, your flying car, and
That's right. We got a flying car.
Yeah.
Nice.
it's just sitting there hovering right now.
We got a flying car. That's awesome.
And
The fantastic car.
And so the guy, the AIM agent, it's like, so you guys want to go grab some beers? I mean, I just got to go. I mean, I got to change, but after I change, man, yeah, man, let's go
I
tear it
finally
up.
stand up, and I grab. Now he's still wearing his helmet, right?
Yeah, he's still got the full gear.
Still
on,
got the whole thing on. So I grab him by the shoulders, kind of like not harshly, but like, dude, I can't believe that happened. It's so good to see you, like working the loyalty thing.
Yeah.
But listen, we really need to know about, like, what are you guys doing here? What are you?
Oh,
You got the car up here. What's going on?
Yeah, you're right. I should probably get back. Tell you what, I'll take the car back.
No, what's going on? Tell me what's going on.
Oh, well, we're out.
doing?
We're picking up people. Hold on a second. And like he goes and he gets back up in the car and he like hear him fumble around and he comes back out and he's got like that tricorder thing. He goes,
Okay.
Man, check this. This is sweet shit. I wasn't part of the development team. Hold on.
I wasn't part of the development team that did this, but this is awesome. See, check it right here. We could tell that there were mutants. I mean, look at this. Watch. Hold on. Let me adjust it.
And then it's like, and he like moves it towards you guys.
Yeah.
Do you see that? Yeah. So, like, we're out just kidnapping people for experiments, but, as soon as we found out that there was something to, like a better deal with the mutants, we were trying to. Did you know that there's mutants here? I mean, yeah. So, anyway, we got this. These are brand new. I don't know how we got them, but it, like, limited range, though. It's not. I hear it's third-party tech. We didn't really. I mean, we helped with it, but Anyway, so like it doesn't have a huge range on it, but we knew that we were looking for some guys that were mutants. So like this helped us to like find some mutants.
Well, what are
like,
you doing with them? What are you doing with the mutants? I don't
Oh,
understand.
yeah, that's. I'm not really doing anything with them. It's not part of my.
No,
game.
I know you. No, not
Yeah.
you.
Oh,
I wouldn't think you, man, because we're friends.
Right? I mean, I
You
tried
know?
to get into that division, but you got to have certain scores on your entry exams.
Sure, of course.
You know.
But like, so you pick
I mean,
them
I'm
up.
not really
And
that.
then where do
great
you
with
take them?
genetics.
Where do you take them?
Oh, we take them to our base here. And we've got. Shh. Okay,
And he like kind of like he steps a little bit, like putting himself between Squall and you.
Do you think we can trust this guy? I mean, because I know we're straight, but I don't.
Oh no, he's fine.
Well, we got a.
No, he's with me. He's fine.
We got a secret base, and so it's like.
And as he keeps talking, and then all of a sudden, you hear this, and then from out of that grid, that mesh mask part, this green smoke comes out of his mask, and he goes, oh, "Hold on!" And he falls down on the roof.
Great.
what
Just
just happened to him?
They're obviously monitoring these guys, making sure they don't talk to anybody. Great. All right. So we know that they're around here somewhere, apparently.
How much do you think we could sell this floating car for?
And you start to hear in the distance.
Oh, we gotta go.
Yeah, those are.
Okay.
I know it didn't sound like it, but those are police sirens.
Yeah, we did.
And as you guys are talking about that, the car starts flying.
Oh, jeez.
Is that gonna go to their base? I say, hey, this
took
might be
off.
uncomfortable. I pick you up.
Oh, jeez.
Don't forget, there's a robot on the roof.
I'm gonna forget about the robot because
Yeah,
leave the robot?
Yeah, I'm gonna leave the robot on the roof.
We're
Okay.
leaving it. It's shut down. It's not gonna do any damage.
Yeah, I pick you up and I chase after the car. You got to roll an
I
endurance
go, no,
check.
Okay. So this is what we need from you. This thing is moving at a really nice clip.
Okay.
However, you are faster than it,
Right.
but it is operating on. It's like zagging on it turns and pivots on a dime.
Okay.
So you need to give me 3 consecutive rolls on your flying.
Okay.
Okay. So you just got to make 3 rolls, make 3 colors, and you're golden. You don't lose it. We need an endurance roll
Shit.
from Jackson. Oh, you lost it on the first one. So basically, this is what happens. You're all like, holy shit, sleep. Wait. And it's like for a split second, you're like, the robot. I'm going to leave that. And then you look at Jackson. Okay, this is going to suck. And you start to the wind starts picking you guys up and your feet just come up off the ground. And just as you do that, you notice that this thing went, it had already went behind buildings and stuff. And you're like, all right, well,
You still have to roll an endurance check.
Oh yeah, okay. What is that at 100 or off the?
yeah, roll
Yeah.
D100 and you're going to do it on, let's see, what's your endurance? Good.
Because we still need to get out of here one way or the other.
95.
95.
You're
Yeah, you're
getting
getting
good
used
to
to
it.
this now.
Here's the thing. If it's
All
a
right.
red, I'm going to say that you're used to his power now. Let's see. You got a good. Oh, you still got a yellow. Okay. So you can still possibly throw up in the future.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Where do you want to go?
Down.
No, there's cops coming. We're going anywhere but down.
And then I'm off the top of my head. I was like, all right, let's go back to the soup kitchen, someplace where we know we can hide out.
All right. It's probably closed. It's the middle of the night.
Right. But
Yeah,
I have
but-
keys.
Martha
Does he have
would
a
let
key?
you in.
I have
Martha,
keys.
yeah, you have a key. Yeah, Martha will let you in, even if you didn't. I
All right,
mean,
then,
Martha
I'll
stays
fly
there.
over there.
D-Bomb and J-Chain, they stay there too. You've got your own place, but yeah. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
No, I say let's go back there.
Okay, yeah. He doesn't want me knowing where he lives.
What are you?
Exactly.
What are you doing with the robot?
We left it on the roof.
You're just gonna leave it
Yeah.
there on the roof?
I don't.
We're
Well,
just-
how much does mental weigh?
I don't know. How much does mental weigh?
Not heavy.
Oh yeah, he's pretty light. I could probably take them both.
not
Well, yeah,
pleasant
you
to
can totally
hear.
take them
No.
both because this is not a combat situation.
Well, still,
So
yeah, because it would just slow me down a little bit.
Yeah, you'd go from like 300 miles an hour to less than that, which you wouldn't be going at 300 some miles an hour anyway, because poor mental couldn't take it. He'd be like, "Ah!"
Right.
He rolled pretty well.
Yeah.
All right, yeah.
This
So
time-
I'll take the robot with us.
Okay, so you guys go flying. You go hauling ass off of the roof, flying back over the city, what have you. You see the cop cars. There's
The
just
whole
one-
time, mental's just hanging onto the robot.
Yeah, you guys see these cop cars coming, and you see this pile of people on the sidewalk with a couple of canisters next to them, and there's like some stray green smoke coming off of them. There's like 10 knocked out people laying on the street sidewalk there.
Oops.
Groovy. Okay, so you guys get back to the soup kitchen, to the Love and Spoonful. Where you gonna land? What are you gonna do?
I don't know. What do you got? What I don't know what to do here, dude.
All right. Let me think. All right, so it's a small building, right? It's like a floor level building. Is there a second level to this place?
Yes, actually,
Okay.
it's a two-story building is what it is.
Okay.
Well, actually, it's kind of I imagine it more of like a kind of like standalone. Well, not really standalone. It'd be kind of like a corner sort of dealio or something. But it's like an old restaurant. So I don't know
There's
if
probably
there would
still
probably
apartments
still
above
be
it.
there would. Yeah, I was just gonna say
Yep.
there's still
In that
apartments
area,
above
there's
it.
not going to be too many standalone
Yeah.
1 or 2 story
Right.
buildings.
Right.
there's gotta
So
be
yeah,
like,
so there's apartments above it.
Okay. All right. So yeah, back on the
That's where Martha lives, and that's where D Chain and D Bomb share an apartment up above it. Too.
So even if it's
Oh,
small, you're looking at like 4 or 5 stories anyway.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay. All right. Yeah, back on the roof.
All right, on the
Okay.
roof.
Just put it down
All right.
nice and easy.
Nice and easy.
Okay.
I'm a little panicked, so I kind of stumble. Everybody falls over. Clank, 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 clank of the robot.
Nice
Okay.
job.
So you guys are there. You're on.
And then I pull the what do you call it, the bandana down, and I'm just breathing heavy. I like, what the fuck was that?
All right. So now Jackson goes into like detective mode. He doesn't like really pay attention to what he's saying.
Yeah,
and
I'm
he's
freaking
like
out
totally
in the corner.
you're just like, pacing back and forth, and I'm like on this robot. I'm definitely like looking for where it is made, looking for something.
It was
to
made in
lead
China.
me to where
It's right in the back. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't see anything. Now, what you can do is, let's see, what's their popularity? Ooh. Okay, so go ahead and give me a roll, both of you guys.
Okay.
What kind of roll?
We're gonna see if you know who these people are. They do
100 or a
have
10?
it's 100. Give me 100 roll.
35.
58.
Okay, Squall, you don't know, and does
No.
58 on. Hold on a second. 58. Yes. Okay. So mental, you know, but the only thing that you know is that the dudes that were in yellow, those are AIM agents. You know
Okay.
that they're part of a terrorist organization called AIM. Advanced Idea Mechanics. And then
Right.
that's it. You don't know
That's all.
anything else. That's all you know.
Okay.
You know, you've seen them in the
figured that
news and
out.
stuff like that, but Gabe's got no clue who those
I
guys
wouldn't
are.
know who these guys
It's a
are.
big city thing. He didn't pay attention to that in Cleveland.
No.
Okay. So I see that it's made from AIM. I turned to Gabe. I'm like, what would AIM want with mutants?
I don't know what that is. I don't know what that robot is. I
I'm
don't
just
know
kinda
who
like-
those yellow dudes were. They had a flying car.
Yeah, and I'm just kind of like in my own head. I'm like, yeah. They
He's
have
like it.
stuff that.
You can tell you're a visitor. Jesus
I know.
Christ. You know, it's like this is New York. We got superheroes all over the place.
I'm just glad that this wasn't Darian.
Yes.
Oh
Yeah,
shit.
agreed.
We forgot about Darian.
Forgot about Darian. I was
Now, don't
like,
forget-
okay, how about you go check up on Darian real quick?
When you were talking
Maybe
to your
using the-
buddy, who might I add, you guys left on the roof.
Oh shit.
Did we
Forgot
leave
about
him?
him.
Was
You
he with
left
us
your buddy on the roof. You just took the robot.
We did. We just
Oh,
took the robot.
the AIM guy. Right.
Yeah,
right.
the AIM guy got
Yeah.
left on the roof. You took the robot with you. But the AIM guy, before the gas was released into his helmet, he told you that they were just kidnapping people for experiments.
Right.
But then when they got a hold of a mutant and they saw that they could do more stuff with it, they started looking for mutants as well.
Right.
So you
Right.
know that.
So I don't know what to do. Do we go back for Darian? We forgot the yellow dude.
Don't worry about that guy. I mean, he's gassed. He's dead. There's nothing we can do. Darren, go back to the shelter. You're going to stay there anyway, right?
I mean, there's cops all over the damn place.
So
I don't
we're-
know.
Don't worry about that place. That's not the same place.
It's
Is it?
not that far. It was like down the street.
They never saw us. They never saw us. They never saw you.
All right.
All right. Go
All
back,
right.
check out Darien, sleep, stay there for the night. I'm gonna take
This
her
is
around.
you understand this is fucked up.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Just
But
making
we're
sure.
we're still in the clear. Nobody knows we were involved with this.
How you doing? You got shot in the face.
Yeah, well.
He's
That's
got a
probably
big
gonna
old
leave-
suntan burn.
Yeah, I
thing
know.
going on. His eye. Matter of fact, your eyebrows are singed and gone. Do you have? Did he have a beard? Did he have?
I was picturing him with a beard. Yeah.
Not anymore. you got these mutton chop things going on, but all this is gone.
Electrolysis.
Yeah.
That's great. All right. I'm gonna get cleaned up.
What do we do with the robot?
Like
Do we
burnt
leave the
hair
robot
and
here?
skin off. What's that?
Do we leave the robot here? Is there like a tarp or something we can put over this robot?
Sure, you could find
okay.
something to cover him up.
Yeah, I'm sure I'd take care, like cover it up with something so
Alright.
that nobody like finds it up there.
All right, I'm gonna go back to Darien's.
Okay.
We meet back here in the morning.
Same as usual, man. I'll be here dishing out the soup. I'll figure out what's going on with this. Well, I don't know. Maybe I'll see if I can take it apart or something.
You could. always
And then
take it.
I'll probably use like one of my detective contacts and see if AIM has been.
You're gonna go visit Captain Ruiz.
Oh yeah.
Yes,
That's your contact. You can go talk to Captain Ruiz and see what's up.
that's right. I'll do
Okay.
that.
Yeah.
I don't.
for sure.
Okay, you
And you know from your days in the police, this is not an uncommon thing for the NYPD for like stuff like this to be left laying around
Right.
after a superhero and supervillains have been doing stuff.
Right.
Regular protocol is the police would collect up anything like that, and then they would notify Shield, and then Shield would send a guy over like with a van, and they would collect any of this different stuff.
Okay.
And then Shield would take it back if it was deemed necessary. And it's pretty much they only do that with supervillain stuff. So like like super guns that like do different stuff or whatnot. They don't deal with like regular bullshit. And don't forget
you have Shield contacts now.
that you don't have contacts yet.
Not contact. I just
You got
have
a
that.
business card.
You got a card.
let's not push these guys into contact area yet.
Right.
But you got that card from Agent Baker, the Shield agent. He says,
Right.
Harry, get a hold of me. And then he was like, only if it's like super stuff, not regular stuff.
Right.
But that
Yeah,
would be
that
regular
too.
procedure, But you also know, too, basically what happens in these types of situations. Let's say something went down with some supervillains and a superhero came in, whooped that ass real quick, took him out. Then the NYPD would come in, would arrest them. Depending on what type of superhero they are, Shield might come out right then
Right.
and pick them up. And then
Right.
they take everything. It's sort of like the feds, like the FBI coming into
Yeah.
regular police and go, we're taking over the investigation. sort of
Right.
thing.
Right.
So depending on it, like in this situation, Shield would come, they would take away the robot, and you probably would not hear anything else about it.
Right.
Just so you know, as far as what would happen with that sort of thing.
Right. But this
Okay.
is the only thing I have to connect to
Right.
these kidnapped kids, so I don't want it to disappear yet. So that's why I'm thinking, don't go to Shield yet.
Yeah, and you can go to your boy Captain
Yeah.
Ruiz and talk to him, see what kind of information he has about it, and then figure out what you're going to do next from there.
Right.
Okay, cool. All right, and
That's
you're
the
gonna
plan.
you're gonna keep your boy Squall in on all this. He turned out to be pretty handy because you're thinking if he wasn't there,
Yeah.
it would have gone a lot worse for you.
Good
Granted,
news
when
is
got-
you would have found the base. Bad news is you'd be trapped.
Well, who knows? Because they could have been flying around on that car, and it might have been really hard to lock eyes with some of these guys, get that
Yeah.
eye contact you need.
That's true.
And
That's
they could have
true.
just been
Especially from a
shooting them from the
distance,
car.
It's like, yeah.
Yeah. So Yeah, exactly. So you know that he really came in handy.
Yeah.
With
So
with
yeah, I
what's going on.
definitely will like keep him in the loop.
Gee, thanks.
You know. So and that and then, this is I tell Gabe what my plan is, and I'm talking to him like I'm assuming he wants in on this.
Okay. Well, look, I want to find these other kids because if they're grabbed by these guys, then they're in danger. So
Alright.
why don't you meet with your former partner, in the morning, and then we'll meet up at the kitchen, and I'll try to find something to do with Darian in the meanwhile.
All right.
To
Try to
keep him out of
calm.
harm's way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Try to
And-
keep him calm.
You're also thinking that you might want to, if you're going to be going to the police station and dealing with other people. Now, you don't have to say anything to Gabe about this yet, but you're probably need to get him cleaned up.
I don't want to go to the police station. I
I'm
say
just
that.
saying-
I
You're
say
not
I
going
don't
to
want
the
to
police
go
station.
there. I'll meet you afterward.
Yeah. Come around the kitchen for lunch.
Yeah.
I'll be back.
Right. We'll meet you there afterward.
Right.
Cool.
That's fine. No, you're not coming to the police station. Don't worry about it.
Okay, good.
All right, cool. So there you
And then
go.
I fly off. I'll fly past the building to see if that yellow dude is still there.
No, he is
No,
not.
I didn't think
well,
so, but
actually, he's up there on the roof with police.
all right, then
Okay.
once I see them, I'd see them far enough around that there's more than one person on that building. And then I would fly down into like an alley where and then walk the rest of the way to Darian's place.
Okay. And one thing you do notice when you fly by and you take a look at the guy that was on the roof, he's handcuffed
Oh.
and the helmet is off, and they've got him. He's laying on his side, and they've put something under his head.
I probably didn't see his face well enough to draw like a picture of it, would I?
No, nothing like you would have.
Because I'd have to
real
get
close.
closer, and I don't
Yeah.
want to get closer.
But let's put it this way: they're not treating him like a cadaver.
Right.
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 So he's not dead. I don't think he's dead.
So we're assuming he's not dead.
Because if they wouldn't handcuff a dead dude.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or put a pillow under his head. So
No,
that
well,
he's-
I mean, that's just the NYPD has always been very sweet.
If it's one thing they're known for.
Yeah,
It's
they're
sweetness.
very good with suspects.
Yeah,
Yes.
so that one of those guys is probably a rookie then. So
For
Cool.
all we know, it is a cadaver, and it's a rookie that handcuffed. him.
Yeah.
Yeah, right? totally.
He's
Maybe
seen
that's
some
what
shit,
you're
man.
thinking. Why do they put handcuffs on a dead body?
He's heard stuff, okay? You don't trust anything in this town.
All right. So there we go, guys. So we'll go ahead and we can draw it to a conclusion there. We'll pick back up next time with we've got Jackson going to go visit his buddy, Captain Ruiz, and see what kind of extra information can be found out. But you did find out that it's AIM that's collecting people.
Right. And apparently their
Do it.
base is in the neighborhood somewhere.
It's got to be close enough. Yeah, it's got to be close.
Yeah.
Which kind of goes in line with what people have been saying about people disappearing, that it was in Alphabet City where the disappearances were happening.
Right.
So maybe it's centralized. So
Okay.
good jobs.
All
All right. Well, everybody, hey, thank you for tuning in to this second episode of Saturday Morning Superheroes. So let's, Kemchan, go ahead and take yourself out there.
Yeah, Kemchan Mirja playing Jackson Briggs, aka Mental, signing off from Seattle.
Yay. All right, Adam.
Hey, everybody, I'm Adam, playing Gabriel Pine, a.k.a. Squall. Finally got to show off what he could do a little bit.
It was the Squall show today.
Last time it was the mental show. Now we got this. I'll tell you what, I really is there. Like I like the powers that each of us has really complement the other.
Definitely. Yeah.
I think
I
you're
like
starting to see too, as you go through, you're starting to see your limitations as well as your strengths.
Right.
It's not like you guys got a schnick kind of guy
Yeah.
amongst
Right.
you. You know what I mean? So you got to get a little more creative in how
Yep.
you do stuff. So,
But
yeah.
anyway, catch me here on Tuesdays, 9 p.m. Eastern Time for Wicked Studios presents Greyhawk Adventures, The Ghost of Salt Marsh. And then on Mondays, whenever I put it up, for another episode of The Downroll,
Damn,
which is
Skippy.
the RPG talk show hosted by Will DM and myself.
Yeah, that's good times. And then we are also here every Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern Time for Tales of a Savage Land, which is a Savage Worlds role-playing game. And every Saturday at 2 p.m. we have Vampire the Masquerade going on as well.
Yeah. That was interesting. I watched that on Saturday. It was good.
Yeah,
I love
they got
that game.
It's a pretty good cast. They got a pretty good cast. So
Did you ever play the game, the actual LARPing
Like
game?
the LARP game? No.
no.
Yeah. Oh,
Back when I had
that was a lot of fun.
When I had my coffee shop, though, every Friday night they were in my basement.
Yeah.
I used to host it. They tried real hard to get me to play, but I couldn't get past the paper rock scissors part of it.
Is that how you did it with LARPing?
That's
Yeah.
how
I've never LARPed.
That's how you settled the conflict. Yeah.
Yeah, in that game at least, you settled conflicts with paper rock scissors.
Paper rock scissors while pretending to be a vampire.
I know,
ruins the
right?
mood a
Yeah,
little
yeah.
bit.
I'm
Well,
just saying.
my character was a werewolf, so I was much cooler than the vampire.
Of course, that goes without saying. Excellent. All right, everybody, thank you for watching, and we will see you next week. So peace out and have a good Saturday.
Good night.
Not night.
Good
Good
day.
day.